Everyone thinks foreclosures are only cheap fixer-uppers, but wait till you see these. Yes, million-dollar foreclosures exist in Southwest Florida, and today I'll show you where they are and what to watch out for. Hey, it's Captain Chris here, your boat captain realtor in Southwest Florida. Today I'm going to show you real foreclosures that are listed for over $1 million with Gulf access. Today we're going to show you what you need to know before you go out and buy one. If this is your first time on our channel and you'd like to see more videos like this, please click that subscribe button. We try to get new videos out at least once a week. Again, my name's Chris Glazer. I'm a boat captain as well as a full-time real estate agent down here in Southwest Florida. So whether you're making a move in 9 days or 90 days, I'll help you make it smooth sailing. If you're in the market to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, all of my contact information is in the video description below. So let's talk about the four main categories that fall under the foreclosure umbrella, especially when it comes to luxury properties here in Southwest Florida. So there's several types of distressed properties. There's the REO or real estate owned properties. You've got short sales as well as you have pre-foreclosures. So how do you get to a foreclosure? Well, you got to stop making payments to the bank. Once you stop making your payments, then what will happen is the bank will foreclose and take the property back. Now, if the bank cannot sell the property for, on the courthouse auction, the bank owns it, and then they will list the property out on the open market. So the next question is, why is it happening? Well, what I've noticed down here is I've seen a lot of investors, especially back in 2022 and 2023, purchasing these luxury homes and trying to rehab them. Now, we had Hurricane Ian, and that affected a lot of properties down here, even luxury properties. So these contractors that were trying to flip the property and turn a profit, when they purchased them back in 2022 and 2023, we were at the height of the market, and they were paying a premium even for damaged homes. So when they went through their money to do the rehab and then went to list it, some of these homes were worth less than what they paid for it after they fixed it. As a matter of fact, we've run across quite a few of those. So I want to start with a home that was a foreclosure, and it had sold just back in August, the end of August 2025. So not too long ago, about 3 months ago. This particular home was flooded by Hurricane Ian. And so I'm going to go into the history of it so you can kind of see what I'm talking about here, because this looks like a scenario where somebody purchased the home to rehab it, and then started to do the rehab, and come to find out they ran out of money. So it ended up going back to the bank, and it turned out the bank actually put this particular house up into an auction type scenario. You can see in the confidential information section of our MLS feed, they used a site called Prop Offers, and we've used this in the past with some clients. It's basically a portal that some of these banks will use for agents to submit offers. They charge a tech fee, and then you can see they will require so much money down if it's a cash offer, 10% in this case, or 1% if it's financed. So anyway, you can see from the pictures on this particular house, I mean, it's a nice looking home. If we go back and look at the history of this home, you'll notice before Hurricane Ian, they listed this for $1.399 million. It ended up selling for $820,000. That's what the investor purchased it for. Now you can see from the pictures of it, I'm guessing these were pictures post-Ian, pre-Ian, I'm sorry. When I look at the inside, it wasn't gutted out or anything. It looks just like it needed somewhat of a remodel, and maybe they started working on it, but you can definitely see, I mean, it's got newer flooring. Um, the cabinets and all that were looked to be kind of original. Long story short, uh, again, it was bought for $820,000 in December of 2022. So when you look at back into the history again here, when that particular investor decided to list it, it was August of 23. He listed it for $1.695 million, almost 1.7 million. And wow, that's quite a jump from 820,000. But as you can see from the history, this thing continued to go down in price. Eventually, almost a year on the market brought it down to 1.3, and that must have been his break even point. He couldn't sell it for any less than that because of everything he put into it. I mean, if you look at the pictures of this, it is a really nice looking home. Brand new roof, pavers, paint. When you look inside, I mean, they completely gutted it. New flooring all the way through. It looks as if it was staged, or at least the furnishings that are in there. I'm not sure if they were staged furnishings or not, but you can see, I mean, it is really a good looking house. But the problem is the market changed. And so, we hit the peak of the market back in 23, and this particular seller literally tried to get the most he thought he could for it, and the market just wouldn't support it. Even though this is literally right out on the Gulf here in St. James City, you can see in the distance. It's kind of hard from these pictures, but straight out is the Sanibel area. Sanibel Causeway's out there. You can see from the map where this particular house is located. But again, beautiful property, just wasn't going to bring $1.4 million. So what I noticed when when the bank decided it was time to sell this, they took an approach of going with a low entry level price, a below market value price. They started it at $799.9, and that's well below market for St. James City with that Gulf view. So anyway, you can see it was only on the market for 12 days, and it ended up selling for $962,000. Now that's still a lot less. That's over $300,000 less than where the previous owner that was foreclosed on tried to sell it for. But as you can see, that approach by coming in low brought in multiple buyers, and they had a bidding war. So great way to get the most you can for your house. So now we're going to move on to an active listing in Sanibel. And this particular home, another property that a contractor had purchased, and it looked as if he was going to try to flip it. They got started on the project. Come to find out, they realized they were probably in over their head, and basically gave it back to the bank. So let's take a look at this a little bit and take a look at the history. This home was picked up by an investor right after Hurricane Ian. It was listed in November of 2022. Keep in mind, that was the peak when prices were at their highest, and they had it listed for 1.65 million. 7 days later, they had it under contract for $1.55 million, and you can see what they were getting for that price. This home had just been washed out from Hurricane Ian. If you look at the pictures, it's completely gutted on the inside. I mean, Sanibel took the brunt of that particular storm. You can see they've got everything all the way down to the studs, all the drywall taken out. So that brings up a point on a lot of properties in this sort of condition. There's risks for purchasing these types of foreclosures. You might want to have a mold test done. Sometimes there may be code violations on these properties when they get started on a project. Maybe they didn't pull permits the way they were supposed to, so permits may not be closed out. insurance might be really expensive. You want to check into insurance, see what it's going to cost to insure a house, especially if it's had flood damage. So you're going to find, on these type of purchases, cash may be required. You may not be able to finance it. So again, all these things are risks involved when purchasing, this type of foreclosure. I will say that this house is in a great location in Sanibel. It's literally right across the Sanibel Causeway. You can see from the map here, Causeway Boulevard is where Periwinkle meets, and it's just a quick turn there on Periwinkle, and there you are. You're right there on this canal, which takes you right out to the Gulf. So definitely a great location. It's crazy though how much money they tried to get for that house right after, or how much money they did get for that house right after Hurricane Ian. And so currently, where it's listed at 1.28 million, it was originally listed at 1.38, so they dropped it 100,000. Now this particular seller bank has taken a different approach. They're coming in a little high, it looks like, and seeing where this is going to end up. So it's one of those things where, again, you just have to look at what's your ultimate goal. I mean, if you're a handy person or a contractor that may be looking to make a move to this area and feel you have the skill level or the whereabouts to get the job done, these foreclosures are definitely an opportunity. You can build some sweat equity right away into those type of properties. How do you know when it's a good deal? Well, if it's, for example, a house that's been foreclosed on a deep water canal or a direct access canal, well, there's limited canals. So as a boat captain and a realtor, I noticed those foreclosures right away. Matter of fact, we did a video on one not too long ago that just sold, and it sold very quickly because it was on a deep water canal, and the buyer got a great deal on it. So again, there are risks to foreclosures. You just have to do your due diligence to make sure things like the permits are closed out, and hopefully insurance isn't too expensive, and it falls within where the current market is once the home is fixed. And the reward again is you can get some sweat equity definitely with a foreclosure. So if you like this video and you'd like to see more videos like it, please click that subscribe button. We try to get videos out at least once a week. Again, my name's Chris Glazer. I'm a U.S. Coast Guard Merchant Mariner credential holding captain, as well as full-time real estate agent down here. So if you have any interest in buying, selling, or investing in real estate down here in Southwest Florida, I would be honored to help. All of our contact information is in the video description below. Plus, I do have a survey that you can click on that will send an email to me with what you're interested in. So again, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, click the likes. If you want to share it, please share it with your friends. This is Captain Chris. We are checking out.